Yes. After a long gap, I am coming before you to teach. You know, I have already taught you the first chapter of a series about our Indian Constitution. In Indian Constitution, we have discussed about the features of Indian Constitution, fundamental rights, how India is parliamentary form of government, democratic government, republican government, socialistic government, secular government, and a government for the welfare of people. So, in this chapter second, we will discuss about understanding secularism. Understand means to know. Understand means to know. Secularism. What is secularism? You may be knowing little bit in 7th class about Valmiki, about the religion, all this. But here I would like to teach you why the word secularism is very important in the country like India. You know, India is the only country where secularism is followed with the true spirit, where democracy is followed with the true spirit. So, we should teach the world a lesson why India is a secular country. Before that, let me say to you about the meaning and definition of secularism. You see, stretch your hand. 1 feet this side, 1 feet that side, 1 feet front, 1 feet back. The 4 sides, 4 people are standing. Taking class. Any urgency? No, you come to school, you will go and bring something. So, 4 sides, you keep Mr. X there, Y there, Z back, or another A there. All 4 you are meeting. Now you tell me who is near to you, who is close to you, X, Y, Z or A? No, nobody. Like that you are the government of India, Indian Constitution or Indian government. Hindus, Muslims, Christians, Sikhs, all are surrounding you, and you are maintaining equal distance to all the religion. That is called secularism. Means nobody close to you, no religion is close to you. So secularism, the meaning is maintaining equal distance to all the religion, not supporting a particular religion, and giving equal importance to all the religion, not making a religion is your own favorite religion. Understood? That is called secularism. All of you note down. Secularism means keeping equal distance to all the religion and religious minded people and religious organizations or institutions, not having any type of favor, any type of closeness, any type of support to any particular religion. That is called secularism. So, understood secularism? Simply remark, loving all the religion, keeping equal distance to all the religion, supporting all the religion equally, no discrimination, no differences, no bigots, no any type of hateness or likeness to any particular religion is called secularism. I think you might have clearly understood secularism. The government of India maintains equal distance, gives equal support to all the religious minded people. So India is secular. Now, secular state, a state where religion is not influencing the administration or functioning of the government. A state or a country, state means country, where religion is not interfering or influencing our general administration or functioning of the government. Next point. A state where the government does not promote, does not propagate, does not give preference to any particular religion. A government who does not give any support to a particular religion. Next, a secular state where religious freedom is guaranteed and protected by the law. In our country, right to freedom of religion is given as a fundamental right. So, religion is guaranteed to the people and protected by the law. So, a secular state does not support a particular religion or religious minded people. A secular state where people are not recognized, not prepared on the ground of religion. All religious minded people are equally given equal opportunity to profess, propagate, preach and spread their religion. That is called a secular state. Understood? That means a state where all religions are equal and a state where religious freedom is given, a state where people's faith or religion is protected by the law, guaranteed by the constitution and supported by the people and government. That is called this. So, now we will discuss define secular state. Now, secular state India, how put all this put. In India, the Constitution of India gives right to freedom of religion is a fundamental right. So, India is a secular state. What? In India, the Constitution, which is the supreme law-making body, gives a fundamental right called right to freedom of religion to the people. So, India is a secular country. Second, in India, the government maintains equal distance to all the religious minded people. Third, in India, no preference is given to a particular religion, though in India 80% people are Hindus, 16% are Islam, 3% almost are Christian and other 1% are Buddhist or Jainas or Sikh or other religions, all total. But in India, all the religious festivals, all the religious activities are given equal priority. So India is a secular state. In India, the people are free to propagate, preach, profess religion of their own choice. They can set up any religious organization and institutions. No government will interfere it, and no person is discriminated on the ground of religion. So, what is the definition of a secular state? All are applicable for India. So, India is a secular state. Did you understand? For example, I will ask, who is a Gurukulite? A student who studies in Gurukul Vidyalaya is a Gurukulite. A student who belongs to the house system of Aryabhatta, Brahmagupta, Chanakya and Dhanvantari is a Gurukulite. A student who wears white shirt and green. Which green? Yes. So, green color pant as uniform, tie and belt with the Gurukul logo is called Gurukulite. A student who comes to Gurukul Vidyalaya, studies there and passed out also is called Gurukulite. So, Mr. X is Gurukulite proof because all the pictures for him. So, India is a secular. Different views in same religion. My dear children, anybody watched PK movie of Amir Khan? Yeah. If you have not watched in this holidays, watch. There is a very good interpretation of religious faith. You see, in Hindu marriage, we should wear beautiful colored patu sari or anything, colorful sari. But in Christian marriage, you have to wear white dress. But where Hindus are wearing white dress? When anybody died or widows. So, for Hindus, the tradition is good function color dress, bad function white dress. So, the Christians during marriage time, they will wear white. Muslims wear what? Burqa or black. Like that, dress is different. Festivals are different. Way of life is different. So, but there are certain views are there in same religion. Same religion, one certain views are there. For example, you see, in our Hindus, you tell, because as I am Hindu, I know more about Hindus. Same Hindu people, some people will become a bundu or remove their whole hair if anybody, elderly or father, mother or anybody dies. But other Hindus, they won't. In Hindus, the Brahmins will do Yajnapavitam, but others will not do. In Hindus, some people have the tradition to celebrate the birthday of a child on 21st day. Some people will celebrate in 7th day, 11th day, like that same function in different way. Like that, like some activities different in the own religion. You see, I will tell you how the government is protecting the interest of religion. For example, you take, cricketer. Which cricketer you like more? Okay, Virat Kohli. Another, Harbhajan Singh. Harbhajan Singh and Virat Kohli, they both are going in Delhi by bike. Both are having 2 bikes, very good sports bike. The traffic police stopped both of them. They don't have a helmet. So they fined 500 rupees to Virat Kohli and they said Harbhajan Singh, no fine. Both did the same mistake. Both are not having helmets, but Virat Kohli paid 500 and Harbhajan Singh did not pay 500. So Harbhajan filed a case. It is injustice to me. Both are not wearing helmet, but the traffic police fined me and not to Harbhajan. The court said, my dear Virat Kohli, Harbhajan Singh is a Sikh. As per the Sikh tradition, he should have a turban, topi, pagdi. So, a pagdi person can be exempted according to the law for not wearing the helmet. But you are not allowed. Did you understand? So, same government how respect to the religion. But some people useless activities doing. Some people saying that yes, in Hindus, killing of girl child, foeticide, infanticide, it is our tradition. If you will go to Rajputana, this is some area, Rajasthan and others, they will kill the girl child. It is prestige loss. Child marriage, sati practice. These are in the name of tradition and custom. Government is not allowing. So he says that yes, it is our custom. You have given permission as the Sikhs will wear pagdi so that no need helmet. So like that, according to our tradition, after the death of a husband, we will kill the wife, or if a girl child is born, we will kill that child, like that. So child marriage, foeticide. Foeticide means killing the child inside the mother's womb. Infanticide means killing the child immediate after birth. So these are practices that the government did not accept. Now we will discuss about different views understood. Why to separate religion from politics? Politics. Once Gandhi was asked, my dear Gandhi, you give your example, what about religion and politics? Gandhi said, play politics with the ideas, ideology and ideals of religion, not in the name of religion. He says, politics should be influenced by the ideas, ideology of religion, not by the religion. Every religion, ideology, ideas and ideals are love, help to each other, cooperation, extend the helping hand to others, help to needy people, peace, non-violence, all these good qualities. So play politics by taking the ideology of religion, not in the name of Hindus, Muslims, Sikh, Christians, like that. So, what Gandhi said is perfectly correct, but now in India the corrupted politicians are sucking the bloods of the proletarians. In the name of religion, they are making religious classes, communalism, fundamentalism, religious fightings, religious coercion. All these are going on in the name of religion. Religion become the vote bank for the politicians. So, if religion is influenced by the politics, there will be a religious fighting. Peace, security, safety of people will be disturbed. Religious freedom of the people will not be there. So, the people will be only thinking about the religious quarrels, classes, and life property of people will be in danger. So religion must be separated from the politics. If you want to play politics, take the ideology of religion, involve these ideas and ideology in religion, help to each other, maintain peace, maintain quietness, harmony, and love to others. All this is say the truth and make really politics one of the best tools to improve the country, not the name of religion. So religion must be separated from the politics because to maintain peace and tranquility in the society, to stop the loss of life and property. Then third is to keep a society which is economically, socially, politically motivated, not religiously surrounded or plastered. Understood now? So, if politics is not separated from the religion, so what will happen in a country like India where 80 crores, more than 80 crores people are religious people, then we should not expect a harmony of tranquil atmosphere. Hello? So religion must be separated from the politics. We have understood now. Now, why to separate religion from politics? One point is to maintain a tranquil, harmonious society, to provide peace and good way of living in the society, and to avoid any type of fightings, religious classes, communal riots. We need politics and religion must be separated from each other. Now come to religious festivals. India is a multi-religion country. In India, we have 14 major religions, my dear, 14 religions. India is the land where many religions originated, developed. Hinduism, Sikhism, Buddhism, Jainism, these four major religion, Baha'i religion, these four major religions originated in India. Another one is there originated and died also, that is called Din-i-Ilahi by Akbar. So, India is a multi-religious country where many religions are there, and accordingly government gives equal importance to religious festivals. You have to write this: Hindu festivals, Islam festivals, Christian festivals, Jaina, Sikh, Buddhist festivals. You yourself will write it. I am not telling. Some secular festivals I am telling. You see, Bakrid we are not celebrating. Understood, my dear? And Muslims, they want to celebrate Diwali. Christians want to celebrate Muharram, like that. But some festivals are there. We all the people, irrespective of our religion, we will celebrate. Like Independence Day, Republic Day, Teachers Day, Children's Day. All these are called secular festivals. Now, question, some technical terms. Forcing a person to follow. Hey, do it! Whether you have interest or not. Forcing a person to accept, not bothering about his or her interest. That is called coercion. Communalism. Communalism means ideological difference between religious minded people. My religion is best, your religion is worst. My religion is good, your religion is good. That is not communalism. My religion is good, your religion is bad. That feeling is called communalism. Communalism means giving preference to own religion by defaming other religion, by criticizing, commenting, by putting down to other religion. Want to spread our religion is called communalism. Fundamentalist, a person who is religious minded. Religion is his blood. Does not like other religion, hate to other religion. Even don't want to talk to other religious minded people like this Taliban group, Bin Laden, just Lashkar-e-Toiba. All these are called fundamentalists. They dislike other religion. They hate other religion. They want to destroy other religion and popularize their own religion. Next come to embrace. Means strongly in thy mind set up. For this religion, jihad. I don't know what is the meaning of jihad. My religion purpose, I am ready to die. That feeling is called embrace. Means in the mind set up is so strong. Not ready to accept, not ready to change, not ready to listen anything except that what is in the mind. Next come to secular. Already I told equal respect to all the religion, no support to any particular religion, giving all type of support to all religious minded people, protecting, guaranteeing religious freedom is secular. Amendment, change in the constitution. Constitution, for example, our school starts at 9 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Due to corona, government said you change the schedule. So we brought an amendment. Amendment means a change in the constitution. Not we will make a change. Okay, 10 to 12 half day. During summer we are making like that. Amendment means a change in the constitution according to the situation demands. So my dear children, I think you have learned about meaning and definition of secularism, secular state, why India is a secular state, and what type of different views in the same religion. We have to, why should separate religion from politics, what are the religious festivals, you yourself will write. Secular festivals I have already told. The meanings of coercion means forcing a person to do without his interest or her interest. Communalism means ideological difference, considering my religion is the best and disliking other religion. Fundamentalist means staunch, stubborn, religious minded people. So embodies means already mind set up. Secular means religious freedom. and amendment means change in the constitution. I think I will give the notes and read the textbook 2 times. 2 times you should read. My class over. Next class I will take. Thank you one and all.